Hey, what's up? We got another video today. I mean, I don't know if I'm uploading it today, but I am recording 2 videos today. Wow. This is another video that I'm recording specifically because I've seen a lot of people complain about this. A lot of mid-level players, lower-level players trying to get into fighting games, trying to get into Soul Calibur in general. I've seen it a lot with some of the newer streamers that I've seen come up. And I think that it's something that I really want to talk about so you guys understand it. And maybe my audience already kind of understands fighting games to a high enough degree that this doesn't make sense to. But this does plague a lot of new players and casual players. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Keelik do a certain set of options really fast. And I want you guys to see what it is. So, as you guys can see, he's just trying to sidestep and 2-2B after a launcher, if it's blocked, right? That's all he's trying to do. So, both options are punishable, right? But that's not what we're here for. We're here for the logic behind people who mention spam. I'm doing the same option over and over. How's this fun? How's this okay? How's anyone supposed to learn if I'm doing this over and over? How's someone supposed to beat that? How? What do I do? You have many options. One of your many options is block. I've heard a lot of people complain that spam makes it hard for newer players to understand and learn the game. And I would like to challenge that opinion. If I'm doing the same one option over and over, it should be even easier for a new player to understand. I think that that's the perfect teaching tool for a new player. I think that when it comes to beating / helping new players learn the game, using simplified options, even though they're not always the options they're going to see at a higher level, is exactly how they should be taught. How all new players should be taught, and how new players should learn the game as well. Learn a couple of buttons, use those couple of buttons. When you get better at the game, you understand those buttons a lot more. Use more buttons, add more buttons to your repertoire. When teaching a new player, use your simple buttons, use only those. You should have an easier time beating someone who's only using 1 or 2 strings on you, because there's less options to worry about. Now, in this situation where Keelik is trying to launch, after it's blocked, it's -12. After it's blocked, he wants to go for a sidestep and a 2-2B. What's he trying to beat? Why is he doing that? He wants to beat verticals. The option there is to beat verticals. That's what he's trying to do. So, in the situation that we know he's trying to beat verticals, we just use more horrors. Just catch him stepping. See? More horizontals. That was a whip punish. Oops. Pardon me. There we go. Now, what Keelik can do to beat that is instead so that if I do, pardon me, so that if I'm doing Horis over and over and over, especially a high Hori, the one that I'm currently doing, which is AAA, he can beat it with a launcher. He can just go right under it. There's options for almost every situation in a fighting game, but understanding those options is not always very simple. So when you're playing a newer player, or you are yourself a newer player, and you're seeing the same option over and over, what that should mean is, I need to beat that one option. I need to learn what to do about this spam, about this oversimplification of the game. If that's their best option, and that's the only reason why they're using it constantly on you, then hey, now you know how to beat one of the character's best moves that you're playing against. Maybe it's just that player's favorite button or favorite string, and they're using it so often that you're able to understand that that's what's going to come out 90% of the time, 80% of the time, and do something about it. There's nothing wrong with that. That is how you grow as a fighting game player. Understanding and beating options as they come to you. You can't know everything. You can't understand every situation. It's impossible. because not every situation is always going to have the same answer. It's a multiple choice question. It's a conversation. The same things won't always be said. The same answers won't always be on the next test. That's not how it works. But you can get a good gauge of the situation and know what's going to happen by trial and error, by identifying patterns. That is the beauty of spam. It is a teaching tool and it is a learning tool. By spamming your same few options until you truly understand what they're meant for and what they do and what their purpose is and how strong they are, you can move on to the next options. By learning how to beat these options that are being thrown at you constantly, 50% of the time, 60% of the time, you can learn how to beat that option, be ready for it next time, and get ready for your opponent's next option. This is Beanie Thuggish signing out. Have a good one.